Welcome to Optical Realities Photography, a multimedia outreach and advocacy initiative. Through photography exhibits, educational outreach, workshops, and print and digital media, the organization raises awareness and mobilizes people to bring about sustainable change. Through creative expression, leadership training, community collaboration, and job skills development, Optical Realities empowers at-risk and homeless youth and adults. This multimedia community outreach program helps them build a true pathway to healing and transformation.
All right, I'm Carl Leish. I'm a graduated senior from Eastern University.
My name is Keith Brown. I'm a junior communication major at Cabrini College.
Hi, I'm Kaylin Warwick, and I'm a sophomore communications major at Cabrini College. I volunteered at Our Brother's Place. It's a homeless shelter in Philadelphia.
Working with Optical Realities and being in the Photo for Social Change class, it's definitely changed my life, and I think the program has a great effect on the people that's in it too.
I wanted to use my skills to help better other people's lives, and I think we did that.
Optical Realities was probably one of the best experiences I've had at college by far.
I think the women at the shelter really enjoyed us coming.
I think it offers them an escape.
We would use photography as a way of therapy for the homeless that were in the shelter. It took their mind off of what was wrong in their lives for, it could have been just a couple of minutes, a couple hours, but it took their minds off of the hardships that they were facing.
These ladies, like coming from where they come from, they go through so much on a daily basis, just like a long list of issues you can just go down of the things that they have to deal with on a daily.
A lot of them were conflicted with mental issues or instabilities. Sometimes it was because of just chance that they ended up in a homeless shelter.
Give them something different to do, and it was something that they were totally uneducated with.
It opens their eyes to something else out there. It gives them a chance to try something new.
Everybody thinks they can take a picture, but then when you hand them a camera, they really have no idea.
And we would teach them different forms of photography as a way to get them to stop, get their mind off of what was going on in their lives.
We had try to do different projects every week that I think they really enjoy.
Learning different photography tricks like long exposure, stop motion.
Lots of stuff with shutter speed, showed them how to write with light.
The ladies, at first they'll be a little skeptical and wondering how are we gonna pull this off basically and stuff like that.
Sometimes we would go on field trips around the city.
We went to the flower show, went to a few art festivals. So different places that we would go would try to open up their minds to photography to see this is what you can do with a camera.
We would even just stay there and either learn photography or just bond with them, talk to them about their lives. I met a guy and he was actually from the same town that I was from. And he ended up in a complete different place in life. And that was really humbling for me to see because walking in from a very small town to a big city and just meeting somebody by chance that came from the same town and ended up in a complete different place. It was mind-blowing to see that. We would talk for hours. Hours we would sit there and talk. It was nice to actually talk to him about, we basically have the same life up until, he was 18 and then hardship hit him.
After the end of all of our projects, the ladies, they're always happy.
I think it's really cool to kind of see that fire in their eyes, when you show them how to use a camera, and they feel like they can use that tool to take some awesome pictures.
In all reality, it made them see things through a different lens, in all actuality.
When we teach them new things, to see the smiles on their faces and see the happiness that it brings them, it brings joy to me.
We've heard the ladies say that it's one of their favorite parts of the day, when we come and show them how to do specific techniques. And
it's cool being with them because they love to learn. So
it was good for them to see that when we taught them the skills and then they applied them, that they got like really cool photos.
They have touched my life as well. I guess just like sharing their stories and seeing that they don't let their current situations get them down. They're still happy people.
I think Optical Realities is a phenomenal program because it offers students a way to actually get involved with their community. People normally walk by the homeless on the streets. Instead of doing that, we were interacting with, people that were just like us in all actuality.
Photography, it's just an escape from everything else going on.
At first it was just about getting out the house. It wasn't particularly about, I didn't know what you guys were going to be teaching us, but I'm like, all right, who knows what we're going to be doing over here? I'm just going to go just to get out of here.
At first, I was kind of skeptic of the photography program because it was just like, well, what are they going to show me? Because I already know how to take selfies on my phone. So it was just like, well, is it going to be something that's good?
Really like being able to learn the different things about photography, and like it just becomes really cool.
I'm happy when I'm taking pictures or when I'm learning about how to take pictures the right way. And it just opened my eyes up to see things differently, the world differently.
Like certain stuff that y'all show us how to do with the cameras and stuff like that. It's stuff that I did never know. So like if I ever go out and buy a camera, I'll be like, oh yeah, I learned that photography class.
It's just cool to like, you might, as a person that doesn't know nothing about a camera, you look at a picture and it's just like, oh, it's just nothing, it's just a picture. But to actually know how they did it, it's just like, I know something you don't know.
When I see the photos I've taken, I feel proud. I feel proud when I see the growth from when I started photography class till now.
It makes me feel like a pro because certain cameras you won't know how to work. So, if you ever see it, you be like, oh, I know how to do that because I had photography class. So let me show you how to click this button.
This is something that you can really take and do something with, like it could become a hobby.
It's hard on your emotions, but it makes you a very knowledgeable person, and it makes you more aware of the world that's around you because it's not always a beautiful world. You kind of have to find the beauty in it. And when working in that, like I saw a whole different world that I wouldn't see. People normally walk by the homeless on the streets. Instead of doing that, we were interacting with, people that were just like us in all actuality. That it was probably one of the best programs that I've worked with because of that. It just allows students to have a better understanding of their world while, opening up their eyes to the hardships that others are facing.
For more information about Optical Realities or ways in which you can get involved, visit the Facebook page or check out opticalrealities.org.
Sometimes the stars decide to reflect in puddles in the dirt.